from here, right? So this is a project that we're going to do. We're actually going to do a filterable list that have a list of contact names, and once I start typing here, it's going to filter the list. If I type A here, it's gonna show me all the names with A inside it. If I type B here, it's gonna be all the names with B here. And if I keep typing Bob, it's gonna be only one left here. It's a filter list. It's very responsive. Like every time one type, it's gonna check it. Right? It's just like the M symbol student's name. I use the same technology here. If I start typing, it's going to start to filter out the names. All right, this is what we're gonna do. What we can do with JavaScript. We couldn't do it with HTML and CSS. So this is why JavaScript is very useful, and we can make things responsive, interactive. All right. So we're gonna do this website today, and you'll be able to follow the videos and submit the same thing to your GitHub and to practice the JavaScript, and also do a project here. All right, let's start it. So let me close everything, restart over to do this project. So we're gonna create a folder first. Right, create a folder. Well, if you can follow, you can follow, but you don't have to, because I'm gonna upload the videos. So just try to at least looking for what I'm doing and asking questions if you have. So I'm gonna call it filterable list, okay, filterable contacts or something like that, filterable list, any name. We are going to open this folder with open with code. All right, right click in empty place here, open with code. My computer is frozen, give it a second. Open with code. All right, that is the list we have here. And we can start to ending stuff. We're going to start creating a new file called index.html. That's going to be our HTML file. And I also want some CSS file to create style.css here. And also, we're going to create some JavaScript file. JavaScript, we usually call it either app.js or main.js. That's going to be a common name for it. We're going to call it main.js here. Those are 3 files we need. All right, that's all the files we need. Let me close the panel. So we're gonna start from the layout, like the my contact layout of it. So we're gonna start from the exclamation mark, create a template. All right, and for this one, we are going to use Bootstrap. Use Bootstrap to make it looks better. So let's grab the Bootstrap. Open. The folder, any name for the folder. I call it a filterable list. You can call it any name. And the files inside it are 3 files: index.html, style.css, and main.js. Let's grab the Bootstrap. Bootstrap. Get started. I'm going to copy that line. All right, that's the first line here. Let's copy that. Copy it. And gonna paste that before the title. All right. And for title here, I'm gonna call it filterable list. And also, we need to link our own CSS. So it's gonna be link. Hit tab. Href here is style.css. And then we'll also need to link the JavaScript. We're going to do that later. Let's firstly finish the template of it. Alright, so for the body, we're going to start with a container. Move things into the middle. Let's actually open this one in the lab server so you'll be able to see what is going on here. So I'm going to put this one on the left and the one on the right. Smaller. Right. So I have a div with class equals to container. Alright, div with class container. And inside this div, we're going to start with the title, h1. my contact. Right. It's gonna be something like that. And I also want to move that to the center, so we're gonna have class text center. That's gonna be this as a bootstrap class, move stuff into the center. All right. And after the h1, we are going to have an input, allows us to type things to check it, right? Input, type is text. Let's give an ID to it. I'm going to call it filter, and name is filter. And we're gonna add in some class to it to make it bigger, right? So right now it's just very tiny. We're gonna have class form control. Make it longer, like that. And we can also have some placeholder, search names, like that, right? So create input has type, ID, name, and class and placeholder. Right? ID and names, class, placeholder. Search names. And let's create a list so we can search inside it. So we're gonna create a section, and the inside section is gonna be my list. Have a UL on all the list, and have a list item inside it. This first list item going to be this item with h5 here, sys A. And also we're gonna have a list item with different links. Just go to nowhere, just not have to do anything. It's gonna be different names like Abby. Let's keep going. Let's go copy that. Alice. So name starts with A. Different names like I don't know, and any names. Like just put as much as you want. I put as much as you want. Oh, okay. Any names, number of names.
Is there a way to quick reference the dictionary into
that? Later we'll learn about it. Right now we're just gonna manually type it. So we have all the A names. Let's copy this one to create the B names. And B names. We're gonna have Bob, Bill, like Boston. I don't know who's gonna call it Boston, but yeah, it's leave it there. Brand, and I think that's it. No need to make too much. 4 is gonna be enough. And let's also create C names. C. Charlie, Cliff, Chris, Christina, something like that. Right, just some C names. All right, that's just I think that's enough. Just an example here. All right, those some names, and let's style this list a little bit. So I'm gonna have class for the whole UL. We're gonna using the list group. That's gonna remove the dot in front of everything. Oops. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't put it outside of the container. It should be inside the container. The container should be closed after the section. And let's fix the indent. It's gonna be something like that. Yeah. Yeah, section in the container. So that's gonna move that into the middle a little bit. We're gonna have this group for the UL, and for the LI, we're gonna use in class list group item. We're gonna actually going to copy that to all of them. I should have do it first. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in all the list item here. Control V for paste. And adding this group item to all of them. Alright. And we can also format this a little bit. Maybe it's not work. Yeah, I'm gonna format it manually, I guess. Just leave it like that. Alright, that is list we have here. We can add in some space between them. For example, after H1, I can have a BR. After the input, I can have another BR. Leave some space here between them. Right. So I have contacts, the inputs, and the list. And right now, if I type, it's not going to do anything. But our main goal is to, like, when I start type, it's going to change anything. Let's say what else we want to do. I want to make the my contacts make it looks better. So actually, I'm going to make some color here, like span. Put the my inside the span, and just adding some color to it. Class equal to text primary. It's gonna be blue. Actually, I can use text danger to make it red. My contact. All right. Let me see. It's maybe it's on too much on the top. I want some space on the top and the bottom, so I'm gonna adding some CSS to it. In the CSS, let's say for the body, we're gonna some padding top, 70 pixel, padding bottom, 70 pixel. Right. So I just move that to the center a little bit, adding some padding and to the top and bottom. All right. So that's good enough. That's it for style and the index. And right now, let's working on the JavaScript. So firstly, we need to link the JavaScript and the index together. And we usually put our JavaScript at the end of the file because we want to make sure the content of the page is already loaded, then to do the JavaScript file code. So we're going to put the script tag, and the source is equal to main.js. That's it. Script tag is for JavaScript, and the source just means like the code we're getting from the main.js file. Gonna go from here. All right, that's how you link JavaScript file to the HTML. To connect CSS, we use link tag and href. Connect JavaScript, we use script and the source. All right. So in the main.js, let's try if they are connected. So let's F12, open the console here. Let's do console.log hello from JavaScript. So here, hello from JavaScript is printed out. So I know they link together. Right, I know they link together. All right, let's start working on something. So to make it filterable, we actually need to do two things. Firstly, we need to get the user input, right? Like I need to first know like what the user is typing here, and then once I know what is typing here, then we filter out list. Depends on the user input, right? To get the user input, we'll do variable. The filter is equals to document the query selected. We select that input. Remember that input has an ID filter, right? It has an ID filter. So we can do filter depends on ID filter, right? So let's try to console log it out to make sure we got it successfully. Console log the filter. Let's see if that's 12. So here is the filter. I got it. Right? I got this element. And what we want to do here is we want an event listener to it. Event listener going to listen to every time when user inputs something. And we're going to run a function. That's called event listener. We're listening any event happening to this input field. If user type, we're going to catch up that action. and do something according to that action. All right. So to any event listener, let's create some and event listener listener to listen user input. So we're gonna add it to the filter. So filter the and event listener. And event listener takes two things. The first thing is what you want to listen. The second thing is after you listen to what you want to do. So what we're gonna listening is something called key up. That means every time when user press a key and release it, then that means a key up. Key down, key up. When key is up, it means we'll finish listen. So when user start typing and release a key, and then we're going to run the function. Right, we're going to run a function. We can call the function filter names. That's a function name. Right, right now it's going to be filter name is not defined because I haven't created that function yet. So that's going to function we're using to filter out the names. So we're going to go here, function filter names. Let's firstly try to do some console here, console log. Hello from filter names. All right, so let's remove this console log just for test. All right, so if I start typing, you see hello from filter names. Type again 2. Type again, getting 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Every time I type, it's gonna increase. So if I keep typing, now I haven't released the key, so there's no any key up. If I release it, I'm getting 1. Right? If I haven't released, nothing happened. Release, getting 1. All right? That is key up. Once I release key, it's running a function. Right? So this is what you do with add event listener and a key up. All right, let's start doing something in this function. So right now we already adding the event listener to this field input field. We need to get in what the user is actually typing here. So it's going to be get value of user input. We're getting the value that user typed. So variable value, what kind of value is equal to this filter dot value. The filter value is the place where we store the input value. Right? We can test it. Console.log this value. So if I type A here, I got A. Keep typing. Whatever I type, I got it. Right, the value is where we store the value of this whole input, and I store that in the value variable. All right, so I got the value, and now I can start comparing. If the ABE contains the value we enter here, then we leave it here. Otherwise, we change the style to hidden. Right, that's going to be very, very straightforward. So we're gonna loop. So first we're gonna using curl select all, looking for all the items we have here, and checking them one by one. All right. So get all names in list. So we're gonna do variable names is equal to document the curly selector all, looking for all of them with in li and a. It's the links inside li, right? Those are all the links. Those are all the links inside the list item. It's all a tags inside this item. So I'm looking for all the a tag inside this item. Let's console log it out. Make sure we're getting them correctly. Using console log to test stuff. Console log is very helpful when you want to test stuff. I want to console log the names. So every time when I type, I got all the list items inside here. The first one, which is where is the text of it? Yeah, here in HTML is AB, in the TXT is AB. Right, that's the first one. The second one, in the text of it is It's a lot of attributes. I cannot find it. Let's.
We got all day.
Right. I think it's the second one. I have 12 of them. The last one here. Not so many. I cannot find it. Inner text S, Christina. Let's take a look of some others, like this one. What is this one? It's alphabetic, so in HTML it's Anna. Yep. So I think we got it. Got it all 14 names. 13 names. This is 13. I have 13 names here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we have 13 names here. So I think we got all of them. And we are going to loop over these names, checking if they match. If Abby has A, if Alice has A, if Adam has A, if they have A, we'll leave them alone. If otherwise, we're gonna remove it. We're gonna hide it. So we're gonna loop over names. For variable I equal to 0, I smaller than names the length I plus plus. Right, that's the loop of the whole names from first name until the last name. And we're going to do variable a variable name. Actually, let me see. What am I going to do here? We're going to comparing them, right? What I'm doing. Compare names. Right, so we're gonna if names ith item. Actually, what I want to transfer all of them to uppercases. For example, no matter I'm entering uppercases or lowercases, I still want to looking for the answers here. So I'm gonna compare them in uppercases. So to uppercases. To uppercase. Oops, not inside the if. All right. If names are the two uppercases, if that includes is a function checking if the string contains another string. If names I includes the value we're getting from the user, right? That one is value. Not names I. It's names the I. I think we need to get in the inner text of it. Inner text. Yeah, I think that is correct one. So we first, that's an attribute. That's a property. So we're getting the names ith item, get its inner text, and transfer it to uppercase. If that includes the value to uppercase, if that includes, then we see the name I, the style, the display. Oops, what is that? I, the style, the display is equal to block, showing that as block. Else, names I, the style, the display equals to none. I'm gonna hide it. Let's try it. So type A here. Right. Oops. The list is still here. I actually want to hide the empty list here. Right. It is actually working. And since I transfer everything into uppercase, so if I type in uppercase, it's going to comparing them. That is going to be in case sensitive. It's not going to care about the cases because I'm transferring both of them into uppercase to compare them. All right. Actually, I want to hiding the list as well. Let's see. I think I can call the parent element dot style. I want to hide the whole list. It actually works. Yeah, so that's it for this project. And it will be case insensitive. It doesn't care about the cases. Bob. Alright. So the whole code is actually just few steps. The first one, we're getting the user's input field, and then we're adding an event listener to it. And after it, we filled out the list depends on the user input in this function, this whole function. Inside this function, we're firstly getting the value of what user is typing. And we're getting all the names we have in the page. And then we're checking if the name in the text it contains that value. If it does, we're just showing it. Otherwise, we hide it. Alright, hope that makes sense. So all those things that we learned in the past weeks, and right now we are combining them together. Alright, that's going to be our first project about JavaScript, and I'll stop the recording and upload the video to the YouTube. You'll be able